What's up everyone? This is Abdul here, your IFBB Pro Men's Physique. I'm here with my first YouTube video. A lot of you have been asking me to make some content about my workouts, so here I am. So I will explain to you how I work out every week. I have a very simple split. I start always with chest, lats, and at the end I do legs. So I do 2 times for each muscle, 2 times for chest, 2 times for lats, and 1 time for the legs to keep the balance. Today we are doing lats and biceps. I always start with this exercise. It's the single arm rope pull down. This exercise, what I like about it is it's very light on the joints, so it's a good exercise to prepare your joints, to prepare your lats for a good workout. The most important here is that you have a good form, chest up. You lean a little bit forward and you pull with your elbow and you bring your hand toward your hip. And then you go up, feel the stretch, keep your chest up and back. This one targets the lower back or the lower lats, and it gets the lats ready for a good workout. So the first one was a warm-up set. Now we're going for the warm-up for the work set. I do 3 sets of 10 to 10 reps. Let's go. So as you see, when I go up, I bend a little bit forward, but I keep my chest up to feel like the maximum stretch. And then when I go down, I go a little bit to the back and I squeeze as much as I can. So this is the next exercise. It's the single arm pull down. You can do it here, but you can do it on a machine if you want, if you have it in your gym. This exercise targets the whole lats, but more on the lower and the middle fibers. Let's get it. The most important, you keep your arm in the front of you. You sit good, chest straight, abs tight, and you pull with your elbow again down. I do a little squeeze here and I bend a little bit to this side, so I feel more squeeze on the lower lats. Try to keep control and don't use a lot of momentum. So the heavier you go, try to always stay between 6 and 10 reps. Like your last set, when you go too heavy, you can do 6 reps. It doesn't matter if you don't get to the 10. But I try always to get the 10. When I can't anymore, and I need to increase the weight, I only do 6 reps. So if I train alone or with a partner, I like both. But most of the time with a partner, because a partner is someone who can get the most power out of you. Even when you have low motivation, they can support you, push you to your limits, and you stay motivated. I don't know. All right, last one. 1. So in this exercise, you always can do it with both hands, but for me, I like this one because it fixes your symmetry and it fixes any imbalance in your back. So if you have one side that's stronger than the other, always keep doing single arms. I really like this one because you can go heavy on this one. You don't use your biceps a lot. And it doesn't put a lot of pressure on your shoulders. What's very important in this one, also chest up, abs tight. And then when you go down with your elbows, like really down until a little bit above your shoulder. So I see a lot of people do this mistake. They go with the elbows back. So then you target a lot of your rear delt, but this one, you want to target the lats, so you go down with your elbows, chest up, feel the stretch. If I'm a morning training or evening training person, I'm actually an evening person training. I like to eat at least 3 to 4 meals before my workout. Then I feel like more power. A lot of people can train in the morning, but for me, like I really get the most power at the end of the day. For this exercise, I like to increase the weight as well, but I need to do 12 to 15 reps. If it will be too heavy to make the 12 reps, I don't do it. So we increase it a little bit. And we always go for the 15, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Holy shit. That was a good one. So I call this exercise the perfect finisher. I really love this exercise at the end. Our muscles are warm, the joints are warm. We can put a little bit more pressure on it, especially on the shoulders. And this one is the perfect one. So with this exercise, I also do 12 to 15 reps. A lot of people who do it differently. Some people will lay completely on the bench and do the whole back flat on the bench. I feel comfortable doing this, but there's also a lot of people who move the hips when they do it. So for example, first the hips are up, and when you go down with your arms, you go a little bit down with your hips as well. And with that, you can get a little bit more stretch on the lats. I don't do it myself. I feel comfortable by doing this. So just see what works for you and do it. You don't need to copy anyone. 3, 4. Now we are done with the lats. We're gonna do biceps. I do always 2 exercises for biceps every pull day. So I will have today 2 biceps and at the end of the week I will do it again. But then I will not target the lats, I will target the middle of the back, like the more working on the details, the thickness of the back. And I also do other exercise for arms to hit different angles. So this is my first exercise for biceps. This one gives me more stabilization, like your arm is more stable, you focus only on your biceps. This one hits the short and the long head of the biceps. Common mistake what people do is when they come and sit, they put only the elbow on the chair or on the bench and they start doing the exercise. This is not stable and it's very dangerous for your joints. So what you need to do is really go and put your whole arm on the bench and then you do the exercise. I will show you how. Let's get it. why I train arms only twice a week. Because this is bodybuilding, man. Like, we always look what's our strong points and what's our less strong point or weak points, and we try to develop the weak points. But if you have a very dominant muscle, like for example by me the traps or the biceps, I don't really need to train them as a weak point, for example. So if you just maintain training them high reps, high intensity, that will be enough to keep the balance in your physique. And also a common mistakes, a lot of people do it like this. So they put the elbow out, but what you need to do is put the elbow in the front of you and then go slowly down and squeeze as much as you can at the top. Also the hand or the wrist, you don't need to do it like this or like this, just natural. I always press on the muscle that I'm training, or I just touch it with my other hand, so I make a better mind connection with the muscle. So this is the next and last exercise. It's the hammer curl single arm. What I like about this exercise, it makes your arms look way thicker because it targets the brachialis. That's the muscle between your biceps and triceps. When you train this muscle, it will push your arm to make it like thicker. And it targets also the forearm and the lower biceps. You can also do it with dumbbell, but I like to do it with a cable so you keep the tension on the muscles. So with this exercise, especially when you do it after your lats workout, your lats are like really very pumped, so it kind of gets in the way of your biceps. So if you're gonna stand like this and your elbow will be like further than your body. So what I try to do, I lean to this side so I have my arm straight and my elbow down, and then I go like this. So what I'm simply doing is just lay to this side or bend to this side, and then I go from here, and then I have the straight arm. But if I stand like this, my elbow will be pushed from the lats. So what we do here is go like this. This go also for any biceps exercises with dumbbell as well. Like when you do it and you have pumped lats, just lean a bit to the side that you're training, and that will be good. Okay, so what we did in the first set, we did it with the rope. So we needed to go a bit further from the machine, and we did it like this. So when you do like that, you will focus more on the forearm because the angle is different. But if you really want to focus on the brachialis and put more tension on here, you need to go a little bit further and make the distance a little bit closer. So I take it from here, I stand parallel, and then we go from here. And then you will feel it immediately that you target more on the biceps. You will still feel the forearm, but you switch the weight from only the forearm to the whole biceps. We come to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you will learn something from my workouts. Let me know in the comment if you want to see anything you would like to explain something or what you want me to share with you. It was a great workout. We got a crazy pump. So like always, man, stay turned and stay. So, as what I was saying, stay fit, stay humble, keep up the hard work, and see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.